Hey there, fellow horror fans. It's your boy Mike back again to take you down memory lane. A memory lane that's covered in fake blood, plastic limbs, and enough bad haircuts to make even your dad cringe. Today, we're talking about the golden era of slasher flicks, the 1980s. That's right, when serial killers stalked teens with the ferocity of a grandma chasing early bird specials. So grab your popcorn, lock your doors, and let's dive into the top 10 80s slasher movies you need to see. Because what else are you going to do with your life, right? Number 10, My Bloody Valentine, 1981. Ah, Valentine's Day, the holiday of love, chocolates, and pickaxes to the face. Nothing says romance quite like a man in a mining suit ripping out people's hearts. Literally. My Bloody Valentine has all the classic slasher tropes, a creepy small-town setting, a traumatic backstory, and a killer with a serious vendetta against Hallmark holidays. If you're sick of sappy rom-coms, this one will make you feel better about being single, because hey, at least you're not getting murdered at a Valentine's Day dance. Number 9, The Burning, 1981. Let's face it, summer camps are basically hunting grounds for slashers. And The Burning takes that formula and turns the dial up to scorched. Cropsy, the disfigured camp caretaker, is out for blood after a prank gone wrong, because the best way to handle trauma is to massacre a bunch of teenagers. It's gory, it's got some early 80s gore effects that are delightfully disgusting, and it even has Jason Alexander pre-Seinfeld. Yep, George Costanza is in a slasher flick, and no, he doesn't get out unscathed. Number 8, The Slumber Party Massacre, 1982. If you think slumber parties are all about pillow fights and popcorn, this movie will make you sleep with one eye open. A bunch of high school girls host a sleepover, but instead of prank calls, they get an escaped mental patient with a power drill. Yes, a power drill. What, no chainsaws available that day? The movie might be cheesy, but it knows exactly what it's doing, poking fun at the genre while still delivering enough kills to keep you entertained. Plus, nothing says girl power like bonding over murder. Number 7, Maniac Cop, 1988. What's scarier than a psychotic killer? A psychotic killer with a badge. That's right, in Maniac Cop, the law has gone rogue, and this cop isn't pulling people over for speeding, unless you consider getting hacked to bits a valid traffic stop. This one stars genre favorites like Tom Atkins and Bruce Campbell, so you know it's got that B-movie magic. Just remember, if you see a cop with a knife, it's probably best to not ask him for directions. Number 6, Sleepaway Camp, 1983. Oh man, Sleepaway Camp. What starts out like a typical summer camp slasher suddenly takes a hard left turn into WTF territory. You've got your usual setup. Weird kids, awful camp counselors, mysterious murders, and then the ending slaps you across the face and leaves you staring at the screen like you just found out your grandma's been stealing from the cookie jar. I won't spoil it for you, but trust me, you'll never forget the final shot. If you haven't seen it yet, prepare for some major psychological trauma. Number 5, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2, 1986. Leatherface is back, baby, but this time he's brought some comedy? Yep, Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2 leans into the dark humor with a story so insane it makes the first film look like a Better Homes and Gardens special. It's got chainsaws, screaming victims, and Dennis Hopper running around like a man possessed, which, let's be honest, he probably was. If you like your horror with a side of crazy, this one will serve it up like a full-course meal at the cannibal family's dinner table. Bon appetit! Number 4, The Prowler, 1981. Here's a deep cut for all you hardcore slasher fans. The Prowler is one of those hidden gems that delivers the goods without all the hype. The story? A World War II vet returns home and decides to take his rage out on college students. You know, as one does. This one stands out for its brutal and inventive kills, thanks to the legendary Tom Savini, who's basically the godfather of practical gore effects. If you're in the mood for a killer who takes his anger management issues a bit too far, this one's for you. Number 3, Halloween 2, 1981. Michael Myers is back, and this time, he's still walking really slowly. But that doesn't mean he's not terrifying. Halloween 2 picks up right where the first movie left off. Laurie Strode is in the hospital, recovering from that little stabbing incident, and Michael is not done with her. This sequel is bloodier, meaner, and cranks up the tension with a body count that makes you wonder if anyone will make it to the end credits. Pro tip, if you're ever being chased by Michael Myers, just walk fast. You'll be fine. Probably. Number 2, Friday the 13th, Part 6. Jason Lives, 1986. By the time we get to Part 6 of the Friday the 13th series, you'd think they'd just have run out of ideas. But nope. In Jason Lives, they literally bring him back to life with a lightning strike, because why not? Now, Jason's more of an undead killing machine than ever, and the movie embraces the ridiculousness in the best way possible. If you've ever wanted to see Jason Voorhees turn into a zombie Terminator and rack up a body count that'd make the Grim Reaper blush, this is the one to watch. Number 1, A Nightmare on Elm Street, 1984. And here we are, the king of 80s slashers. Freddy Krueger, the guy with the knife glove and the face like a burnt marshmallow, made his grand entrance in A Nightmare on Elm Street. This one set the standard for what a slasher movie could be, mixing surreal dream logic with terrifying kills. I mean, how do you fight someone who murders you in your sleep? Freddy isn't just any old psycho with a mask. He's witty, he's creepy, and he makes you terrified of bedtime. Basically, he's like an evil version of your third grade teacher. So, there you have it. The best of the best from the decade that gave us big hair, synth music, and enough blood to fill a swimming pool. What do you think? Did I miss any of your favorite slashers? Drop a comment below, hit that subscribe button, and let me know if you'd survive one of these movies, or if you'd be the first one running up the stairs like a horror movie cliche. Stay spooky, folks.